It's really happening!
Oh, it's happening. Pixar is taking us on an intergalactic adventure in Elio.
Elio?
Elio?
Elio!
Meet the stars behind some of the most lovable characters in the universe.
You're crazy!
No matter what age you are, you'll get something out of this movie.
It's all hard, but it's very fun, and it's also very funny.
And
this is our proprietary animation software.
go inside the Pixar Animation Studios for a behind-the-scenes look at the making of the film.
This is so cool.
Plus, attention Zombies fans!
Chill!
How you can win a trip to the red carpet premiere of Zombies 4: Dawn of the Vampires. It all starts now as On the Red Carpet presents Elio.
Hello and welcome to Hollywood for the world premiere of Elio. The new out-of-this-world adventure opens in theaters June 20th. Audiences will get to meet Pixar's newest hero, Elio, and his adorable alien bestie, Glordon.
You okay?
I'm trying to get abducted by aliens.
Yes, Elio is a bit different from most kids.
Elio!
Skipping school?
I don't know if this is boundary testing or sleep regression or... Ugh. Which one of these is you?
I don't know, but I think that one is you.
Meanwhile, on Glordon's home planet, he is a little different too.
My son, are you prepared to become the greatest war machine in the universe?
I don't know.
Elio and Glordon meet when Elio is mistaken for the leader of Earth and beamed up to the Communiverse, a sort of United Nations of planets.
This is awesome!
But when Glordon's dad shows up, the fun times are over.
I am Grigon, prepared to be conquered.
But I just got here! My friends need our help.
You made a friend?
You will feel my wrath. Glordon?
Hi, Dad. I'm a bargaining chip. No, say the other thing. Oh, help me, Father. Quiet, you.
What is that unholy sound? Stop!
Here at the world premiere, the stars of Elio get to celebrate the new movie they can't wait to share with audiences.
Pixar always does such an amazing job with animation, but this one in particular, like this amazing universe that they've created that nobody has seen before, man, it's so crazy.
I think your performance as Glordon is one of the best in the movie.
The character was always amazing. He was always a likable little guy who's extremely wholesome. I think the message that you should take from this movie is that no matter where you are, no matter how you are, there's someone out there who wants to be your friend.
For the premiere, the El Capitan Theater and Hollywood Boulevard were transformed into the mysterious reaches of outer space. The stars, filmmakers, and guests walking the blue carpet and posing with a funky drink from the movie called Glorp. You brought your two young bodyguards with you. Are these the guys you really said yes to this movie for?
Yes. Elio and Olga have a very beautiful relationship, and Elio and Glordon as well. So many things about Elio are very relatable to me. I was that kid that had lost a parent, that felt like an outsider, and wished to be in space.
We brought my 4-year-old here tonight. He doesn't know why we brought him here. He doesn't know that I'm in this movie. I don't think he knows how animation works with voiceovers and stuff. He just thinks magical, colorful characters are talking on the screen. And so when my character comes on, I'm going to be not watching the movie anymore. I'm going to be watching him like a hawk to see if he figures anything out.
I think they're just pretending to market these messages for children. I think really they're trying to get to the parents. And the magic of Pixar is that there's always multi-layers to every joke or every storyline that all of us can understand on different levels. And that to me is why it's the coolest company in the world.
At the heart of this story is the relationship between Elio and his aunt Olga. They're voiced by Jonas Kibrieb and recent Oscar winner Zoe Saldaña. Zoe, I'm going to begin with you because I think it was at D23, but you were talking about this movie before anybody was talking about it.
I'm really excited about joining the story of Elio and everything that it's going to be about.
Now that it's all done, now that you've seen it, Is it everything you hoped it would be when you said yes?
More. I mean, the Communiverse is so beautiful, and I really hope that fans are able to go to the movie theater to really just admire and celebrate all the hard work that these animators have put together with Elio. It's a compelling story. It's all heart, but it's very fun, and it's also very funny.
Look at me in the eye and for once, tell me the truth.
Shmipa de Gumiba.
No, I'm not learning Elioese.
It is funny. I was sitting right behind a child, and the child was with his mother, and the child reacted so much of the movie that it was fun to see how it was connecting.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like no matter what age you are, this movie you'll get something out of this movie. And I feel like with me, for as long as I've been working on it, the main thing that's been speaking to me is just like always stay myself and never change who I am.
I am the Universal User's Manual. I contain the secrets of the universe. What is the meaning of life?
Who would win in a fight? One gorilla with a baseball bat or 10 chimps?
The gorilla.
Zoe, I'm really attracted to all the colors on screen, because if you are tired before you go into this movie, it wakes you up.
It really does, and I like this twist on this reimagined, universe, communiverse, which is what they're calling it, the communiverse. I think it's beautiful. I think it's very colorful, very vibrant. It caters to all audiences. You know, I feel that the topics that the film is tapping into compels parents and the older audiences to find solace in subjects around grief and what it's like to belong and find your own community. But also for kids, all of these members of this beautiful, universe are just, I don't know, you just want to play with them. You want to be there with them. It's kind of amazing, and you want to have some glory, and I don't know, it's really awesome.
Let me top you off.
Thank you.
You are now an official movie star. Your world is changing very quickly. Are you liking that? Are you afraid of it? Did Zoe give you any advice to deal with stardom?
He's ready.
Yeah, I'm super grateful that that's, I guess, my title now. Zoe has helped me with like some of these interviews, and I'm thankful that I'm getting to learn from a pro. And yeah. What was the first part of the question?
It's that are you equipped to deal with being
You're ready,
a movie star? It sounds like you are.
I think I'm ready. I'm enjoying all of this press that we've been doing, meeting all these new people, and it's been a great experience so far.
And I think that your character, people will relate to, because in life, we all go through phases where we're lonely or sad.
Yeah, it's so true.
Yeah.
Going through grief.
Yeah.
Your life isn't up there, Elio. You need to make friends.
I hate to say the word kids movie, because every time I do, it proves me wrong.
And kudos to Pixar, because they really tell stories that they know children need and they know children understand. There's nothing more compelling than in the movie WALL-E, this little robot. You know he's made out of tin, but he has the biggest heart. And it teaches children to see beyond what's on the exterior. A movie like Up that introduces what the pain of losing someone that is so dear to you. It gave you a different sort of lens to look at your grandparents through, And now Elio really dabbles into grief, but for a child sort of going through that experience. And the one thing we know about death is that it's not exclusive. Anybody and everybody will experience some form of loss in their lives, and if that's the reality, then children are included in that. And so for us to sort of talk about grief in a way that children are able to feel seen and heard and celebrated for it, I think it's really important.
Back home, I didn't fit in. I thought Earth was the problem. But what if it's me? Well, I like you, and you seem fine to me.
Coming up,
Commence memory wipe.
the hilarious Brad Garrett on voicing Lord Grygon, a fierce alien warlord with a short fuse.
It's my first villain that I've played outside of my family.
Plus, I'll take you inside Pixar Animation Studios for a behind-the-scenes look at the making of Elio.
You're watching Emmy Award-winning On the Red Carpet.
You're the talk of the communiverse.
If Mom could see me now.
I know what you mean. I ate my mother at birth. But in moments of great success, I regret it.
That's a thing for your species?
No, just a me thing. Everyone was shocked.
Get your popcorn ready. Elio has aliens, adventure, and big laughs, as you'd expect with Brad Garrett involved.
This is who they send? You are more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you.
It's my first villain that I've played outside of my family. So I'm having a great time with it.
This is not your first time doing an animated voice for this company?
No, it is not. I think this is my fourth Pixar film or something, but the only one where I actually made the cut. You know, the others, I was Woody for about 6-7 scenes.
In Toy Story?
Yeah, and that Hanks guy came in and just blew me out of the water. But it's a lot of fun working with these people.
I love that you have this other fan base in your life of little kids who want to, like, hug the giant.
Yes, thank you. Which was actually the title I pitched for this movie. I said, could it be called Hug the Giant? And they said, please get out of Zoe's trailer. So, you know, it's really interesting that, it is a different fan base. Or for me, a fan, which is very new. I'll tell you how over the career is, and I hope you air this. People think I'm Kramer. And it's happening more and more, especially at the food court. You know, and I play it off. Because I'm insecure. You know, people will go, hey, are you Kramer? And I'm, Jerry! You know, and I do it. But I got to do it without, sometimes I lose a stone when I move like that. Remember how fun we had in Vegas? Remember you came backstage and you said, any chance of meeting Ray? Remember? And the wife went, you said it'd be Ray. And
Why do I try to ask you a question?
I don't know. You know what? No one cares. Every time we do something, it never airs.
Yes, it does.
The trial of Earth can proceed.
Up next, our tour of the Pixar Studios. From the animation department
This is what we use to animate everything that we do at Pixar.
to the recording booth
Pretty cool that this is your job, huh?
Yeah.
to virtual reality.
Wow.
Plus, want to be among the first to see Disney's Zombies 4: Dawn of the Vampires? Stay tuned for your chance to win a trip to the Hollywood premiere.
This is the place to be.
These are the lava tunnels.
Glordon, I am not fireproof!
Why didn't you say something?
Glordon!
Just get in my mouth.
It's actually kind of comfy in here.
It is? I've never been in there.
This Hollywood premiere for Elio is the culmination of years of hard work for the talented team at Pixar Animation Studios. Our Sophie Flay got a look behind the scenes there to see how this film was brought to life. Hi, Sophie.
Hi, George. Welcome to the world-famous Pixar Animation Studios in Emeryville, California. We're going to take a tour and see some of the amazing animation technology in action. Plus, we'll talk to some of the incredibly talented filmmakers who created a whole new universe for Elio. The Pixar campus is an incredible place filled with nods to past movies and some state-of-the-art amenities. The campus is bustling with creative energy. Long before a film like Elio is ready for the big screen, it all begins here with an idea.
The inspiration came from Adrian Molina, who I was lucky enough to work with on Coco. And he was in development thinking up ideas, and he posed the question, what if the world's weirdest 11-year-old was accidentally abducted, taken to space, and mistaken as the leader of Earth?
He's tenacious, he's clever. You see him kind of hot wiring ham radios, but really at his core, he just wants to be wanted and he wants to find somewhere he can belong.
This story is very much about connection and about loneliness, and the solution for loneliness being, being that you have to be brave enough to make that first step and reach out to somebody else, even if they don't look like you, even if it's a little bit scary. It's just so important to make that first step.
This is the main Pixar building, the Steve Jobs building, and it's designed much like the human brain. The tech analytical side is on the left and the creative side is on the right, and they join together in this big atrium, and that's what Pixar is all about, technology and creativity coming together.
This is so cool.
Check this out. To create the sets for Elio, the Pixar team uses virtual reality to fully immerse themselves inside the world they're animating.
Oh my God. This is crazy.
I got to peek inside the Communiverse myself with their VR headset, first in Glordon's room.
And if you look a little bit down to the right, there's Elio and Glordon hanging out with you.
There they are. Hey guys.
Then I toured the laboratory of another alien named Naus.
Wow.
Yeah, so in this space you see a bunch of webbing on the walls, the lava pools. If you turn around, you can totally spin your body. Turn around and look down and to the right a little bit. That's Glordon's battle carapace that he'll get put into when he's ready to become a Hylargian warrior.
How long do you guys stay in this world while you're creating it?
Well, I think we're often in it for maybe 15, 20 minutes at a time with a group, just to walk around, talk about what's working, what's not. We had tools in there to be able to draw in 3 dimensions and sort of sketch out changes and ideas.
The amazingly gifted animators here love creating unusual characters. They've done toys, monsters, cars, emotions, you name it. So you know they had a blast on Elio animating aliens.
This is our proprietary animation software. It's been through countless development cycles for 30 years now.
The animators at Pixar use 3D models like this of the character Glordon, with 5,000 unique controls to make him move.
Here's how we can kind of manipulate him, and you can see it's very easy to break him or to turn him basically into something that is not Glordon. You can see how many teeth he has. I can select a whole row of teeth and kind of affect them that way. I can translate this tooth right out of his head if I want.
They actually let me try it out. First I gave Glordon a big smile, then a frowning face, then a surprised face, then a sad face, and pressed play.
Oh my gosh, look at him!
The computer fills the gaps, flawlessly changing Glordon's expressions just as I had programmed them.
In a nutshell, you have created animation here.
Designing each character takes so much thought and care. Along this hallway at Pixar, you can see artwork from throughout the design process. Early design concepts, some that made their way into the final film, and some that didn't. As for Elio's lovable pal, Glordon, I found out his design was simpler than it looks.
So what are we drawing today?
We're gonna draw a Glordon from Elio. He's the worm character. It's kind of freaky, but he's also charming because he's a little kid. So I draw a circle here, which we'll do about that big.
Okay.
Yeah, then this is gonna be his head.
Okay.
And then we're gonna kind of draw his body in circle form. So same size circle generally, but moved over a little bit this way. Just you can draw another circle like that.
We added a line for the ground at the bottom and then a couple more circles, and you could already see Glordon starting to take shape. Just outline those circles to make his lumpy body, and it's time for some details.
Glordon has a gripper hand kind of on the end of his tail, which is, if you kind of act like you're drawing a flower and do 3 petals, that's the basic shape of his tail. And then on the end of that, he's got little claws. You can do little triangles there.
We added a couple more of those flower petal things on his head and a big smile on his face with lots of teeth.
Perfect. I think, honestly, that looks a little bit more appealing than mine.
Just a few more little details and a splash of color, and my Glordon was ready.
Am I hired?
No.
This is a building at Pixar called Brooklyn. Not surprisingly, former Pixar chief Steve Jobs loved the Big Apple. And since the Pixar address is on Park Avenue, much of the campus is named after places in New York City.
Inside the Brooklyn building, we found an audio recording booth where I got to try being the voice of Glordon.
Glordon?
Yes, and pretty soon he's gonna be Glordon.
Hi, Dad. I'm a bargaining chip.
Now, say the other thing.
And what a scene partner I had, the actual voice of Elio showing me the ropes. I watched the scene and tried to deliver my lines at just the right moment to match the animation.
Yes, and pretty soon he's gonna be Glordon.
Hi, Dad. I'm a bargaining chip.
Now, say the other thing.
Oh, help me, Father. He overpowered me. He's too strong, too shredded.
Quiet, you.
Okay, Jonas, how did you think I did?
I think you did great for your first time. You got some one-take wonders in there, so.
I'll take it. That's a good review. Thanks.
No problem.
It's been so cool exploring Pixar Animation Studios, and look, I found Nemo. It's such an amazing place here, and thank you to everyone for showing me around. George, I'll send it back to you in Hollywood.
Okay, thanks, Sophie. And coming up next, how you can win a trip here to Hollywood for the world premiere of Zombies 4: Dawn of the Vampires.
What up? I'm Malachi Barton. I'm a Conan Knife.
And I'm Freya Sky, and we're from Zombies 4: Dawn of the Vampires.
And you're watching On the Red Carpet.
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
This is the bathroom.
Hollywood premieres like this one for Elio are always a lot of fun. And now it's your chance to join us for another big Hollywood premiere this summer.
We come from a town called Seabrook, where all monsters live together in peace.
In the next installment of Disney's mega hit Zombies franchise, Addison, Zed, and friends get mixed up in a feud between vampires and daywalkers.
The vampires and daywalkers hate each other.
Zombies 4: Dawn of the Vampires debuts July 10th on Disney Channel, next day on Disney+. But you can be among the first to see it at the world premiere here in Hollywood. To enter for your chance to win a trip for two to the premiere, go to ontheredcarpet.com and enter the code word AWESOME. Isn't this awesome? That'll wrap up this edition of On the Red Carpet from the world premiere of Elio. Don't miss the new Pixar movie, only in theaters on June 20th. Now, for all of us at On the Red Carpet, along with our friends from Elio, come on everybody, join in. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Red Carpet.